Good day, I'm Carrie Ann Smith, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, August 27. The Jamaican economy is projected to have grown by 0.8% in the April to June 2015 quarter of this year. The Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ, says that when compared to the corresponding period last year, both the goods producing and service industries grew by 0.7%.
The outturn for April to June 2015 largely reflected the positive impact of continued strengthening of the global economy on some of the major industries. Also, an improvement in domestic demand resulting from the strengthening of both business and consumer confidence levels. Then there's the intensification of road rehabilitation and repair works and highway construction.
Mining and quarrying, agriculture, forestry and fishing, and construction were the strong performers in the goods producing industry. Producers of government services was the only area of the services industry that did not record growth. Meanwhile, despite drought conditions, the export of one traditional crop almost doubled for the April to June quarter. The PIOJ's Director General says traditional exports increased by 12.1%.
The increase in output for traditional crops reflected mainly high production of sugar cane, up by 20.7%, banana up 11.5%, and coffee up by a remarkable 192.6%.
There was, however, a 4.5% decline in the production of other crops. But post-harvesting in agriculture increased by 90.2% and animal farming by 5.8%. The Bank of Jamaica, for its part, expects the strong economic performance to continue, projecting growth of between 1 and 2% for the current fiscal year. BOJ Governor Brian Winter says growth is slower than hoped for, but is still faster than last year.
We're expecting a recovery from the production disruptions of the previous fiscal year, which impacted growth, you'll recall. But we're also taking into account the adverse impact of the current drought on the agriculture, forestry and fishing sectors, and electricity and water supply sectors.
Inflation, meanwhile, continues to decline, with the BOJ projecting it to end up within the target range of 5.5 and 7.5% at the end of the 2015-2016 fiscal year. And buoyed by the lower inflation expectations and other factors, the central bank has cut the interest rates at which it provides liquidity to deposit-taking institutions such as banks. The 50 basis points reductions took effect today.
So, to give an example, the rate on the standing liquidity facility, which is an overnight lending facility that we provide for banks, deposit-taking institutions, that rate was 9.5% in March. At the end of June, that rate was reduced to 8.75%. With the adjustment I am announcing today, the rate on this facility will fall to 8%.
The central bank governor says this latest ease in its monetary policy should impact reductions on money market rates during this quarter. In other news, Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller says government's wage agreement with the Jamaica Teachers Association, JTA, is a win for Jamaica. The JTA, which signed their agreement on Wednesday, is the latest public sector group to agree on a wage deal for the 2015-2017 period.
Increases in salary are projected for 4% in year 1 and 3% in year 2. Other existing allowances were also increased. These include book and software, duty, special duty, transportation, and protective clothing allowance.
Government has also agreed to set up a $25 million fund for tertiary grants to the children of public sector teachers, and the educators will be paid outstanding tuition repayments. Meanwhile, lands will be identified to develop housing solutions for teachers, and the Professional Development Fund has been increased. Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips thanked the teachers for their expression of faith in Jamaica.
I thank you, I salute you, and I commend you for your commitment to the country. We shall ensure to do as best we can to bring about not only the fulfillment of this agreement, but to bring about, with your support, the long-term transformation of Jamaica, to which I know you're all committed.
And finally, at least 100 schools across the Education Ministry's 6 regions will have upgraded infrastructure for the 2015-2016 academic year. A $47 million allocation was made available to the schools early in the year to administer the works during the summer break.
Several high schools were targeted with regards to expansion of classrooms and other amenities.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Carrie Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.